and welcome back to the channel. And if it's your first time watching, welcome to the channel. Good luck for you along for the ride. So today we're heading out for a little moto camp. Kind of a moto camp. I've got my stepson on the back. I don't know if that camera there is going to pick him up. This is his first proper ride out. Took him out for a little test run yesterday and he loved it, so here he is. Also meeting the wife at the accommodation that we're staying in tonight. And it's accommodation with a bit of a twist. So what we're actually doing, we're going in the middle of nowhere and we're going champing. Now if, like me, you've never heard of champing, I only heard of it a couple of weeks ago. Just smash that bottle there. Yeah, so we're going champing. And like I say, I'd not heard of it until about 2 weeks ago, and I've seen it on, I believe it was TikTok or something like that. Champing is essentially church camping. So we're going to spend the night in a church in the middle of nowhere, on our own. Yeah, should be an interesting one. It's a bit blustery up here, so I hope that isn't affecting the audio too much. Wowzers! Other than that, it's a beautiful day for it. So we've got about an hour's drive through some lovely roads. We're heading towards Hampstead now, none past there. So we'll get a few shots of that, and then we'll pick it up when we're near the church. See you soon. Yeah, and Josh's little test ride yesterday, we didn't go far, but I think he was a bit nervous about getting on the bike, so we just done a little local run. And my nephew Leo was at the house, so I ended up doing 2 runs. Got them both all tugged up in the gear, and yeah, they loved it. Only problem there is I may have created 2 monsters, because I'm banging to me solo ride and I love it. But I'm not sure how much solo riding I'll get to do now. We'll see. I love Hampstead, it's a lovely little village. I'd love to live somewhere like this. Tell you what, although it's windy, it's quite warm. I've got my liner on under this jacket and I'm not really sure I needed it. It goes far to say I might even open my flaps on my jacket. Let a bit of airflow in. Can't imagine living there. I don't think Josh was ready for that gear change there. That's the first one he's done, to be fair, where his helmet's headbutted me in the back. I remember that well as a kid, when I used to ride pillion. be back out using the Detect app. In my previous videos, if you have seen them, you know I'm quite a fan of it. If you haven't, it's a bit like that Kalimoto app. It's called Detect. And like for instance here, it's taking us on this little side road. I've never been on here before. It could have kept us on the main road that goes up there, but brings you along here. Something different. I've discovered loads of little roads that I've never been on before, in places that I know, all just using this app. What a day for it. It smells very farm-like around here. It's my polite way of saying it smells like cow shit. So we've just had a little stop here just to stretch our legs. What a nice spot to stop in. So the railway just runs down along here. I'm going to see how Josh is getting on. His first proper experience as a pillion rider. What are you making of it?
Good. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, really.
There you go, he's enjoying it. Straight from the horse's mouth. I think he actually is. I just had a little quick 5-minute leg stretch there. Josh is loving it, but he said his butt's going numb. And welcome to the world of motorcycles. This is Stanhope we're just coming through here, and on the right hand side, I've pointed this out before, that place there, the Baker's Loaf. The pies from there are fantastic. If you're ever in the area, get yourself in there. So we've swung a right at Stanhope and we're just on Crawley Side Bank now. I remember doing this years back, part of the coast to coast route on my mountain bike, and I can tell you now, it's much more pleasant with an engine. She's a bit of a leg burner when you're powering it. Now that's a canny view, isn't it? Beautiful. Up on the top of here there's a little cafe that leads off this onto, I think it's called Wascally Way, something like that, and again it's part of the coast to coast route, and I used to love getting to that point, get a hot chocolate, a bit of cake, feel like you've earned it when you've gone up here. I don't even know if it's still open these days. I think the last time I came up here on maybe my SV650 when I had it. Oh, maybe I've been up on the Tiger, who knows, but it was closed then, so I don't know if it's open these days. There it is there. My might be one to check out another day. We're not stopping off there. Oh, it's windy. There was a sign there still saying tea room, so I'm assuming it is open. Maybe I just caught it on a day that it was shut. Oh, that wind! I'm going to pull in here just to check which way it's taking us in. Because my sat-nav appears to have gone off. Just stay put a sec. Right, we got turned round there. The sat-nav had gone off. It was still giving me instructions, but I didn't catch where it wanted me to go, so it's because I'd stopped it had auto-paused. But we're back and going now, all good. Look at this. I love it up here. That wind is pretty severe though. These sheeps don't do anything unpredictable. Edmund Byers, that's another lovely place to stop off. We're actually, where we're staying is just past there. What a view. God, I love riding motorbikes. I must admit, I was doubtful whether Josh would go through with getting on the back, but I think after he'd had his little test run yesterday, set his mind at ease. Maybe he's a future biker in the making. Who knows? I suppose when he gets older I'm going to have to create some space in my garage. I think if he's keeping his bike in my garage, as payment he should have to wash my bike. I think that's fair. So let's talk a little bit about the church. To the place called Muggleswick. Now I've never seen any of the Harry Potter I'll try that one again. Now I've never seen any of the Harry Potter films, but I was talking about this place to someone at work, and they said it sounds like something out of Harry Potter. So I don't know. Does it? But Muggleswick, that's where we're heading. All Saints Church. Apparently it dates back to the 13th century. There's been a church on that land since the 13th century. And the church that's there today, now when does that date back to? I was looking at this, I think it's like 1700s and something. I'll confirm that once we get here. But there's been a church on that plot for 760 something years. So quite a lot of history there. I've read local folklore about there's a ghost apparently haunts the area around it, and apparently some ghostly happenings have been reported from the church itself. Whether you believe in that sort of thing or not, just makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Let's see if anything goes bump in the night. Well, we're not far off now, so I'll see you there. So we've just passed the sign to say we have entered Muggleswick. Now I believe this is it here. I have to go through that gate. There we are. All Saints Church. Straight ahead, 100 metres through the gate on the right. You stay there. Really, I should be getting him to open the gate. I know his face tells a different story, but I do think he is enjoying this. Alright? Now, one thing worth mentioning, if you are ever considering coming here, it's not so bad in a car, because you can secure your car. Obviously, I'm on the bike. You can't actually drive or ride up to the church itself. So you have to leave whatever vehicle you come in at the bottom, and then you walk through a field, apparently. I've never been before, but that's what I've kind of seen online. Right, we're keeping an eye out for a church. I think it's on that side somewhere. I can see part of the ruins of the, I think it's an old priory, and I think that's just through the trees there. And there it is. That, in the distance there, is our accommodation for the evening. That is it, yeah. It's where you're sleeping tonight. Do you reckon there'll be any ghosts? He said, of course there is. I kind of hope there isn't. Now then, I need to see where I can park the bike. Well, that looks quite... Put it down on this grass for now and I'll figure it out in a bit. And this is the ruins of the priory. I don't know what this dates back to, I'll find out. And I think we walk through there and then go up the field. Right, we'll see you in a second. You alright?
Yeah?
Good. How was the ride in?
Good.
Excellent. So we've come down that lane there. Just going to park up there. Don't know whether I'll leave it. I might have a look at that later. That's the church up there. I think we go through here. Big spider web here. These have seen better days, haven't they?
That's cool.
It is cool, isn't it?
That looks like an old church.
Yeah, well, from what I read, I think it was an old priory.
What's that?
So it's like to do with the church.
Yeah.
So it was built by the church, and that was the original thing. And then that church up there is where, I don't know if this is the way we go, by the way.
There was a path up there leading to the church.
Where at?
Back down there.
Ah, right, now he tells me. Lead the way. Should we go through the thing there? 2 seconds. That's Muggleswick Grange. I'll come back down and have a look at that. That's what's the ruins behind us. this the gate?
Yeah, this is what I've seen.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I might actually move my bike. I wonder if I could bring it in here. It would be ideal. I'd feel better if it was a bit closer. The most exercise you've done today?
Probably.
I don't know if I'll be able to, but if I can get my bike through that bottom gate and bring it up to here, we'll see.
Thank you.
Out of there. 2 seconds. Closing over. Wow.
Wowza.
This. Might have to give them a shout, you know. I might have to give them a shout.
Why?
We've only got 2 beds and there's 3 of us. If not, Rob might be sleeping on one of these. I've roughed it in worse places. Oh no, there's another one here. There we go.
I'll sleep up there.
You're going to sleep up here?
Yeah.
On your own?
Yeah.
We'll see. You can have that one if you want, but we'll see.
There's a picture of the lambs.
Of the lambs.
You've got
a bottle of wine.
You've got a bottle of wine, I've got a drink.
Very nice.
It says switch for hot water under sink. Please switch off when you leave milk in the fridge.
Okay.
Fridge is here.
All right. Oh, so they've left us milk as well.
Yeah.
What a setup. What do you think?
I like it.
You pop your stuff down.
It's nice.
It is, isn't it?
I'm gonna go over there and have a look.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
Yeah, I'm sleeping here.
That's your bedroom for the night. I bet he doesn't sleep up there. He'll end up in one of these. I'll end up there.
This is cool.
Isn't it? Right. Go down to the bike, get the rest of the kit off, and we'll see you soon. Home for the night. See how this goes. bottles of water and some milk. A toaster kettle. Some cups for brews. Josh is already getting himself a hot chocolate sorted. I think I'll have a coffee. Thank you. That's, yeah, them ones there. Just one of those. Over here you've got your microwave. And then put that on.
How much of this do you put in?
2 seconds. The facilities. I'm gonna have to document this because anybody who knows me knows how I would have reacted here. I've just moved the basin and that big fella nearly touched my hand. Whoa. Yeah. Very good. So randomly, we're just having a look around the graveyard there before, and this group of from Sunderland University, they said, a group of people turned up and they go and visit old churches, and they rocked up and we were sort of sitting there like, this is different. But no, they were sound. They came in. The guy was a trained musician, so he was playing on the organ at the end. It was quite good. So inside in the guest book, somebody who stayed here recently said they had a great stay exploring the historical church. Said, however, they advised to stay away from the tomb of John Ward. So naturally, we had to come and find it. Said apparently it has an eerie feeling around it. So this is John Ward's tomb. Going to be honest, I'm not picking up any eerie vibes. There it is. I've also seen this one over here, and there's another one further across. Look at that. Skull and crossbones on it. I'm assuming this person wasn't a pirate. Anybody know the meaning of that? There's another one there. If you know what that means, shoot me a comment. Interesting. No cheating, Josh.
You what?
No cheating.
I'm not cheating.
I'm just saying. So Melissa's arrived now. Her and Josh are set up down the bottom there. They're going to have little dominoes tournament, which I might go and get involved in a second, clean up. Well, I recall last time I got beat, didn't I? Yeah. She cheated. So while we're here, now that the group has gone from Sunderland University, it was a random visit, but it is an open church, so if you stay in these places, you've sort of got to expect that. I didn't expect it though. So, about this place, All Saints Church in Muggleswick. Let's have a look. So I've got some bits here. So the church has stood on this site since at least 1259. That was the original building. Goes back to, that's medieval times you're talking there. Since then, this church that's here today has been rebuilt with the original stone from that church. So it's an old site. It's cool though, it's nice. So the current building was rebuilt in 1728. That's what it says. Much of the stone from the earlier building. In the churchyard, it contains Grade 2 listed gravestones dating back from 1686 to 1860. There's loads of them. They've just either fallen over or they're just that weathered with age. You can't make out what they say on them. Strange to think, isn't it? Like when people are just sort of forgotten about. But I suppose that's the way it goes, isn't it? We'll all be in that situation one day. So, ghosts. Now, legend has it that the area around here, is haunted by the ghost of Roland Harrison. So apparently he was, what's the word that they use in here? Basically he was like a bandit at the time. And apparently he had a farm somewhere nearby here. But yeah, it is said that on nights where the moonlight is out, he can be seen wandering the area. And so in the past to the church, we've had visitors. Some visitors and ghost hunters have reported strange happenings inside the church itself. Shadows, noises, and an eerie atmosphere. Let's see what tonight brings. I've had to relocate. Look where I'm at. Look who's moved down there. He didn't even wait until it got dark. I told you he wouldn't stay up here by himself. So John Hall, his tomb is right out there. And I think that was the final straw for Bill. So he's bailed out. Right, we've got game night going on in the church. What's this one called? Shout It Out. There it is. Yeah. So let's see who gets this one. A musical instrument.
Ukulele.
Trumpet gets it. Pass it across. Melissa's cleaning up here. Pressure's on. Right, just wanted to touch base and go through a few things that we've found since we booked in and since we've arrived here. So far, it's been awesome. The wife's arrived in the car, brought a load of kit, so we were able to travel quite light on the bike. But if you're thinking about coming here, there's just a few things you might want to consider. So, for instance, where we've parked, there's no road up to the church itself. I think I mentioned it earlier, but I've managed to bring the bike up a little bit, but you can't bring your car up, so be prepared to leave your car and have to carry your kit up to the church. So when we first arrived, it was me and Josh, and when we've come in, what we didn't realise is they leave quite a lot here ready for you. So we've brought tea, we've brought coffee, we've brought beer. Already here, they've got all those amenities for you. Not beer, but there was a bottle of wine waiting with some nice freshly cooked, what were they, butterfly cakes?
Butterfly cakes, yeah.
They were lovely homemade butterfly cakes.
Yes, they've got the kettle and the toaster.
Yeah.
Got a microwave. They've got hot running water.
So you'll have seen earlier in the video the group of people that came in. It is one thing to consider, this is still an open church, so people can sort of come and go. We weren't really prepared for that, so we kind of already came in set up, and then a group of people arrived and started playing really nice music, to be fair, but it was just something we weren't really expecting. So be prepared that sometimes these places, and there is a sign down there that says during summer there is quite a bit of footfall. You might be sharing it for a while. But yeah, after, I think, was it 5 o'clock?
Yeah, from 5 p.m. till 10 a.m. you've got sole rights to the church.
So yeah, so from then you shouldn't really be getting any visitors. If you do, who knows? But yeah, we weren't really expecting that group to turn up, and when they did, it was like, what do we do?
It was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, what do we do?
They all just wanted to use the toilet.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why they came. And they came to have a look around and use the facilities, but they were lovely, very nice, and the guy who was playing the piano was fantastic. But yeah, we just weren't ready for that. But just be aware, if you do book these places, it's not an Airbnb, it is an open church, so you may get other visitors. So just secure your belongings and just be prepared for that, as we weren't.
Another thing to consider, especially at this time of year, is clothing that you're going to bring and layers that you're able to wear. Obviously, we're in April, we're in a church, it's quite a high roof building, so it is quite fresh in here. I've got thermal leggings and jogging bottoms on, thermal socks. I've got 3 tops on, and I am still a little bit chilly. We have got blankets that they've left out for us and hot water bottles as well, which we're going to use. But it's just something to consider, depending on the time of year that you come in. You want to be able to sleep comfortably and not be freezing all night.
Speaking of the hot water bottles, you may have heard Josh filling the kettle up there in the background. That's for the hot water bottles. So for booking as well, so I just found this, it was a reel, I think, on TikTok. I think, again, I mentioned that earlier in the video. And then I started looking at what Champin was, this church camping. Never heard of it before. And the Champin website, which I'll put the thingy on here now, I think there's about 30 churches in the UK or England or whatever it is that do this. This was the closest one to us. This is why we've come here. But that's how we went about and booked it through there. It's been really easy to do. The price is what it is. I think I paid about 155 for the 3 of us. And when you think of camping, it's quite steep, but this isn't camping. It's something different. It's quite a special place, and it's quite a privilege, I think, to have somewhere like this to yourself for the night. You get what you pay for, and so far I think it's been brilliant. We'll see what the night brings, though. See what extras are lurking around here. Now it's quiet. Nearly bedtime. Josh, how do you feel about bedtime?
A bit spooked, but, I'll live.
Didn't you say when we first got here that you were going to sleep down that bottom end?
Yeah, but
Where are you sleeping now?
me and my mummy.
He's sleeping just there. I'm down there in the dark. I called it, didn't I?
Yep. Things strange.
But seriously though, I think it's just really peaceful here. I like it.
Until you're asleep.
No, it's nice. Josh is just polishing off another hot chocolate there.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing to mention with the hot chocolates and the coffees and everything that they supply. I'll show you over here. There's a lot of our stuff here as well. Again, we didn't expect any of this to be here. So there's a little thing there, help yourself. But a donation would be gratefully appreciated. So we'll be leaving a donation. So if you do come, you don't need to bring teas and coffees, it's all there. But a little something in the pot, I think will help them out. That was the bottle of wine they left us. Bottle of wine and cakes. Fantastic.
But
bedtime. How are you feeling?
Sleepy.
Cozy, by the looks of it.
Very cozy.
Josh, how are you feeling?
Bit spooked, but cozy.
What were you asking to do with your bed before?
Move it to where my mum's.
He wanted to move his bed over here. See how long he lasts during the night.
Let's see.
You'll be fine, won't you?
Yeah. As long as I've got this. It's like a
Right, hot water bottles, that's another thing they supply. I've got mine tucked in here. There it is. That is going to be snuggly when I get in later. Right, nearly time for lights out. You gonna be alright, Josh?
And I've got my little lamp here. And I've
Yeah,
got
you can
this.
keep that lamp on.
Got this.
There you go, you'll be fine. Right, we'll see you all in the morning. See what happens tonight.
Don't say that.
Good morning. It's now about 6:15. Come out here for a brew. Been awake for quite a while. The birds started making noise when it was still dark, so you hear everything in there. Nice way to wake up though. Well, we had no visits from any ghostly highwaymen or John Ward from his tomb. Just a very peaceful night, really. So I'm sat up here now. This is I think it's pronounced Lich Gate. And it's at the top end of the graveyard. Apparently this was constructed out of timbers from an old battle cruiser. It was built in 1933, or around about then. And yeah, the battle cruiser was called something like HMS Powerful. Yeah, and this was built from the timbers from that. And quite a peaceful night. The camp beds were a bit creaky, so when you moved, you could hear that, but other than that, it's really nice in there. I think Josh was a bit freaked out. I knew he wouldn't sleep up in that other bed. I was giving it the big one until it started to get dark. Not a bad spot to have your morning brew. You have to excuse my attire. You sleep in a church that's 100 years old, you dress for comfort. I've got a few hours now. To be fair, I'm already up and pretty much packed. But we'll have some breakfast. We've just brought some porridge pots. There's a toaster in there. You seen yesterday, there's microwave or whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna have those. Another brew. And then pack up and get away. We have to be completely cleaned up and checked out. Checked out like it's a hotel, but checked out by 10 o'clock. There's the two ladies who do all this, Helen and Lynn. They'll be coming up at some point today and they'll be prepping it for the next guest. But we'll be gone way before then.
been nice. I'd certainly recommend it. Different. We did actually end up with one more uninvited guest last night. Went into the little bathroom area and there was another spider in there. He's gone this morning. But I like spiders.
Well, that's us packed up and away from the church. It's been a cracking little stay, that. I definitely recommend it. A matter of the little ride home now. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to check out my other ones, and if you really like them, feel free to subscribe and share. There'll be some more content like this coming, hoping to get out in the tent. So if you like motor camping and that kind of thing, come along for the ride. Watch how you go. See you in the next one.